Well, hello, good morning to everyone. I am making a different recipe on a stew, and this one here I use chickpeas in it, and I was going to show you I use a lot of mushrooms. I don't know if you can see them, they're so dark, but we're going to put them in there first. I got a whole case of mushrooms given to me, and I soaked them in water, and then I steamed them real good. And what I have done is, excuse me, I got everything everywhere over here. I'm putting it all in, so I had to use my bigger pot. And sometimes when you make your stews, you're going to have to go to a bigger pot. Now, this is chicken breast, and it's got chicken fat in it. Now, I'm going to use the liquid that's in it also, and I'm going to put that in. And then we are going to put in 1 can of yellow squash Vidalia onion, which is my favorite, and we use the liquid in that also. And next, we're going to put in 1 can of sliced carrots. Put them in. You drain them real good. And next, you put in your drained sliced potatoes. You're going to put it in. This is going to really turn out to be good. I am really looking forward to this. Here are my chickpeas. I do everything with cans. I don't live in the country anymore. I live in an apartment. I want to get my own place in the country, but the economy like it is, well, you know how it is. Everything's kind of on hold, I guess, for every one of us. But this right here is a can of navy beans. I love these beans right here. These are one of my favorite beans. I love these, and I love the kidney beans. I like to use the light red kidney beans, and sometimes I use dark red kidney beans. I buy them by the case. I bought these before the prices started going up because I heard everything was happening, and I figured, uh-oh, I better do something, and I better do it quick. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to add some minced garlic. This is just delicious stuff. It smells so good. I love it. And I put a lot of this, a lot of it in there. And we got all that in there, which is good. And now we are going to take and we are going to, excuse me, we're going to put in some good old pink Himalayan sea salt. You're going to put a lot of that in there, just kind of sprinkle it around real good. Okay, and then we're going to put, one of my favorite salts is the Iranian blue salt. I've showed you that before on my other videos, but I use this. You want to put a couple of pinches of this in here. Just kind of spread it around in there. And when you do it, I think I'm going to use 3 pinches. It's going to be a pretty big pot this time. And this mush right here, I call it mush. It's a meat stew. But this lasts me for about 4 to 5 days. And you talk about scrumptious eating. Oh, it's wonderful. Now, I use organic turmeric powder. And I use lots of turmeric powder. I met a woman, she was running a store, and I'd stopped in to buy some tickets from her. And when I went in there, she was telling me about turmeric, how in her country in India, that they eat a lot of this and that it is so good for you and that it actually prevents inflammation, things like that. And they've even said that it actually prevents cancer. So, you know, whether that's true or not, none of us know. I mean, I don't. I'm not a research scientist. But anyway, let me tell you this. This is organic cardamom. And we're going to put some of this in. You don't use a lot of it. Just use, a little bit of what you got. And then we're going to take our oregano leaves. Now, I'm not stingy with oregano leaves. I love these things. And I mean, I love them. Some people from Crete got me very interested in oregano leaves. and olive oil and all that. And also, I use my Italian seasoning. You want to put some of this in, and you can do it to your own taste. Everybody has their own way of doing things. You know how it is. And then I'm going to put my onion powder in. And after I do that, I am going to take my thyme. And I'm going to open it up here, and we're going to get it up here so that we can, it's about 2 pinches of thyme that I just scraped out of that bottle. And then we got some paprika. We're going to put a few sprinkles of paprika in there. I just love paprika. It gives such a good flavor to your stew. And then you add your cumin. Now this is extremely good. I love this. It's ground cumin. You don't use a lot. Just kind of sprinkle a couple of good pinches of it. And after you do this, you're going to take your basil leaves. Now you can back this video up and look at all the ingredients again, but I tell you, if you'll try this, you will absolutely love it. It is scrumptious. And like I said, it lasts. Now, this is garlic powder. I also use granulated garlic powder. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to put about 3 pinches of granulated garlic powder in there. And we got that done, my friends. And now, what we're going to do now is we are going to add some seasoned cabbage. Now this is drained, and we're going to take our seasoned cabbage. We're going to put that in there. And last but not least, we're going to put our tomato sauce. That is extremely good. This smells so good when it's cooking. I tell you what, I live in an apartment. I have a lot of people come by, and they inquire as to what in the world I'm cooking, that it smells so good. And now we're going to put our heat on absolute medium. And that is, on absolute low. I go below the low, actually, on my setting. And we're going to let it get going. And we're going to keep it going. And it's going to go for about an hour and a half. Sometimes I go 2 hours because I simmer it on such low heat. And I tell you what, it is so delicious. And it is wonderful. I cannot begin to tell you the deliciousness of this. Is just scrumptious. Now you want to take your wooden spoon and you just kind of jab it to get it all worked into your liquid. And you just want to kind of do it. You don't start stirring all that. You just want to kind of gently get it in there. And because this is going to have to simmer. And now at the end of this, when it's cooked, I get a bowl full of it at a time. And what I do is I use Geneseo extra virgin olive oil. And I put this, quite a bit of it, almost 1/4 of a cup, in each bowl of food that I am eating. And I do this because I try to consume 1/4 cup a day. And I learned this from the people on the island of Crete. They have their cancer, I don't think they even have cancer over there. If they do, it's extremely low. And I don't know of any of them that have heart problems. But I consume extra virgin olive oil every day. But this is so good. And now you don't have to add any more spices now. You know, you've already got your spices in there. It's already in there. And you've got to let it go. Now you're going to have to add some more water to this. I use purified water. I bought this pitcher here that's got a filter in it that actually purifies this. And plus, I got a Baywell water machine that's an alkaline water machine. And I use it a lot. And it's got filters in it. And it filters the water that comes in because the water here is no good. It's just coming out of the tap. Oh, you don't want that stuff. But I'm going to let this simmer for a while. And what I'm going to do is once it cooks and everything, I'm going to have me a bowl of it. And I'm going to put my 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil into it. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, let me show you this. Now this, I got this from Turkey. This is a pepper grinder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my pepper. You just pepper, however much you want. And it's got a little bit down in the bottom, so I'm going to put one more pinch of it. And that's what you do. You've added all your spices. You've got all your ingredients in here. And now what you do next is you put your lid on it and you let it cook for about 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours. But I got a lot of mushrooms in here. And I am really looking forward to this. I got my chickpeas, my navy beans, yellow squash, Vidalia onions. I've got tomato sauce. I've got cabbage. I got sliced carrots, sliced potatoes, and I got all my spices in. So listen, you have a good day. Please hit the like button and please subscribe. And I'm Grandpa Hickory, and this is another delicious stew that I'm making. It's a complete different recipe. And although I do use my spices because they're so good. So you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now.